Okay, good evening. Once again, welcome to the Pelicans versus Rockets game. 44-41, Pelicans lead by in the second quarter. We will not show video due to copyright. So if you're on YouTube and Twitter, we will not show live video footage. We'll be calling the games once again. 44-41 is your score here on Sportscaster and Twitter. So we're all live. So let's see if we're Yes, we all live. So we all live. Okay, once again, 44-41. So it looks like free throws coming up for the Rockets. So Rockets are on the line. Pelicans in the red uniforms tonight. So 44-41 is your score here on So the ball will go back to the Houston Rockets. Pelicans leading 44-41. Just under 4:49 remaining. Let's see. John Wall for three. Knocks, misses. Once again, offensive rebound by the Rockets. And the shot is good. So it makes it on second chance points. So it's going to be 44-43. Pelicans still lead. Looks like they will pass it. It's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be on P.J. Tucker. So if you're in here, thanks for joining us. So 44-43 is your score. So you'll hear the live audio feed from Fox Sports New Orleans. 3-point shot. It's good. So Brandon Ingram knocks down the three. Makes it 47-43. Pelicans lead, still lead. 4:23 remaining here in the first half. So let's see what happens here. Rockets will try to pass it. Looks like they'll try to go to the lane, and nope. It's going to be a block, and ball goes back to the Pelicans. Once again, 47-43. They'll hand it over, and going to be a basket. So that's going to be Josh Hart. Makes it 49-43. So 49-43. Let's see if they can get a basket off, and nope. The defensive rebound by the Pels. Once again, 49-43 Pelicans. So Steven Adams looks like he'll it's going to be a lock-in with Cousins and Adams. So once again, 49-43. I'll be honest with you, Steven Adams, like that young man, I'm gonna tell you, he's a beast on that. He can fight now. He was trying to get like a foul against Cousins. So let's see what happens here. Shot is too strong. Once again, offensive rebound by the Pels. Let's see if they'll get a three, and does. They will knock it down. Josh Hart makes it 52-43. So timeout coming in. Okay, once again, we have to mute the TV due to copyright with music and stuff like that. So apologize. We have to do it. I know it's a pain in the ass, but we have to do it. Let's go over some stats right now. We'll go through the numbers. Okay, right now I'm going to go through those numbers with you. Okay, once again, Pelicans right now is shooting 41%. That's 18 of 43 shots. The Rockets are shooting 50%. That's 18 out of 36 shots. 3-point shooting right now, the Pels are 4 of 15 in the game. The Rockets, 3 of 11 for about 27%, so 27%. Also, free throws, the Pelicans are at 100% right now. They're 12 of 12. Rockets 4 of 11. Offense, let's go over the rebounding aspects. Pelicans lead 23-19 on totals. They lead on offensive rebounds 10-6, even at 13 on defensive rebounds. Assists is 12-9. Also steals 5-1 in favor of the Pelicans. Turnovers, Rockets lead 8-4. And the points off the turnovers is 8 points. So the Pelicans are getting 8 off of those Rockets turnovers. Okay, let's go over to the fast break points. Let me drop this down so you can see everything on my screen. So we'll drop that down for you. Okay, the fast break points right now, 28-24 Rockets lead. The points in the paint is 11-10. So that is going on right now. Once again, 52-43 Pelicans lead. You're on YouTube and Twitter. We are live on both networks tonight. Once again, once the game returns, we'll turn the audio on. So once again, it is 52-43. Let's see who's in. Looks like nobody yet. So thanks for joining us here. Appreciate you coming in. We'll wait for the Fox Sports New Orleans feed to return. It is returned, and we'll mute the TV. Okay, 52-43 Pelicans game back on. So we got the
scores 15 or more, good things happen. Really good things happen, don't they? And that just shows the Toronto ball effect. And how important he is to the success of this team. Stars are fantastic, but role players are incredibly important too, especially role players that know their role and embrace their role.
Okay, the ball will go back to the Houston Rockets. They will attempt a 3, and it is off, no good. And that ball will go back to the Pelicans.
His big guard and his good wingspan. We always talk about Brandon Ingram's wingspan. Right. He's got a lead guard.
So once again, 52-43 Pelicans lead. They'll pass it. Bledsoe will try to up against the defense. They'll try to have to go to the lane, and down low they make the basket. So it's going to be 54-43. Pelicans on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter. 54-43.
It'll be a deep 3. Eric Gordon, a little bit strong, but right on line. A break for the Pels up by 11.
And the ball is see if they can go to the lane. 3-point shot is good. That is Brandon Ingram. So once again, the run will continue. 12-0 this time. It is now 56-43. So 56-43.
Just shot the air ball. Good job by Josh Hart.
Let's see if the Rockets can get something going. And the shot is no good. Ball going back to the and the basket is good. Josh Hart makes the basket, makes it 58-43.
To attack. And you know, this run has really started to Josh Hart's his energy. The effort. Right. You can think of the rebound that he slept away from DeMarcus Cousins down here. The offensive rebound he kept alive. The 3-point shot he just hit. The coast-to-coast layup he just got with opportunity for a 3-point play. Josh Hart is a big
58-43 Pelicans free throws coming up for the Pels.
Down the stretch here. Well,
And the first free throw is it's going to be no good. And the basket is good. Josh Hart makes another basket. Makes it 60-43.
So long. He couldn't believe it either. But he was ready, wasn't he?
So the free throw is going to be good. So he converts on the free throw, makes it 61-43. Pelicans lead. And let's see what happens here. Inbound the ball, and looks like they'll go to the right. They'll pass it to the lane, and the basket is good. So it's going to be 61-45. Pels still lead 61-45. Final minutes of this first half, and the shot is good. So that's going to be Steven Adams making the basket, makes it 63-45. And the basket is good. So it's going to be 63-48. So after the three-point shot for Eric Gordon, they'll try to so it looks like and a three-point shot, and it is going to be a little bit off the mark, there. So once again, 63-48. And they will try to attempt. They're trying to hold it for a last second shot. They'll have to go. The shot clock is, and the basket is good. And that's going to be an M1. John Wall gets the basket. So M1 opportunity.
Finishes better with his left hand. Let's go. And is it going to be a review and a challenge?
Now, it looks like I'm pretty sure it's going to be a review and it's probably a challenge. So it's going to be a review. They're calling for a review.
They can't just talk this out amongst themselves. Man. After review, it's confirmed. John Wall is a shooter.
So John Wall was the shooter. Oh, that was stupid. That was an absolute dumb call right there, to be honest with you. John Wall is the so it's going to be a free throw for John Wall. 63-50, and the free throw is no good. Once again, ball goes back to the Pels. They'll try to make a last-second shot. Nope, it will not go. We will go to the halftime, leading 63-50 at halftime. So a pretty good 19-7 run for the Pels here in this second quarter. Score at halftime is 63-50 at halftime. So we will go with stats here. Once again, thanks for joining us here. We have to mute the mics. We have to mute the TVs due to the music and stuff. So let's go over the second quarter stats. I'm going to go through those numbers with you. I'm going to pull my second quarter box numbers in. So we'll give you those numbers. I'm going to do that in a second. I'm going to put those up in my screen. So give me a second to put those in. Let me see if I can pull the stats up. Okay, 63-50 at halftime. I have it set up on my screen, 63-50. Let's go over the second quarter stats. And we'll go over the first quarter stats as well. I'll get those switched in. Okay, I'm going to put this, pull this over here, and we'll go over the stats with you. Okay, I'm going through the stats. Okay, let's go through the full game stats. Pelicans right now are shooting 45%. That is 23 of 51. Houston shooting 21 of 42, 50%. Now the 2-point shooting, as we speak, Pelicans are at 55. Rockets at 63%. They are 17 of 27. Now the 3-point shooting, Pelicans is 4 of 17 for about 23.5%. The Rockets only 26. Both teams are not shooting consistently tonight when it comes to threes. Now on free throws, Pelicans are at 92%. They got on the line 14 times, converted 13 shots for about 92%. The Rockets only go on the line 12 times, converted 4 shots for about 33 in the game. Now the rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 12-6 on offensive boards, 16-14 on defensive boards, and 28-20 on total boards. Now the turnovers is 8-4, so the Pelicans are getting their turnovers on defense. I'm glad to see that happening as we go. We'll go through the first quarter stats. I didn't get to go through the first quarter stats. Once again, Pelicans was shooting 38% after 1. Rockets shooting 52%. That was 10 of 19 shots. Let's see. 2-point shots, the Rockets were shooting 61%. The Pelicans were shooting 50%. Now, the 3-point shooting, the Pelicans went 2 for 10 in the first quarter. And also, the Rockets went 2 for 6. So they hit only 2 out of 6 of their shots in the first quarter. That is in the first quarter. So, also, let's see. Free throws, Pelicans was at 100%. And the Rockets were at 60% shooting. That was in the game. Now, the offensive rebounds, Pelicans led 7-2. Rockets led 9-7 on defensive boards, but they also, Pelicans led 14-11. Now, the turnovers in the first quarter was 6-3 in favor of the, the Rockets. Let's go over to the second. All right, second quarter, Pelicans shot 52%, 13-25. The Rockets did shoot 47%. That's 11-23. Also, 61% on 2-point shots and 64 for the Rockets. That's 9-14. So it was in the game. Now, the 3-point shooting in the second half quarter was 28% and 22%. So both teams were not shooting consistent in that second quarter when it comes down to 3-point shots. Free throw shooting, the Pels were at 83%. And the Rockets was at 14%. So they went 1 for 7 on the free throw line. So it wasn't too consistent for the Houston Rockets. The offensive rebounds was even at 4. The defensive rebounds 9-5 in favor of the Pelicans, and also 13-9. Now the turnovers was 2-1. That was in the second quarter for the Rockets. That was in the game. So once again, 63-50 at halftime here on Twitter and YouTube. Let's go over the Pelicans. Scores. Okay, Pelicans leading scores after one half. Hart was 12 and 9 boards. Williamson with 10 and 1 board. Also Ingram with 9. He had 3 boards in the first half. Ball with 7 and 4 boards. Adams with 6. Bledsoe with 5. Redick with 4. Lewis with 4, and Herman Gomez with 4, and Nickel Walker with 2. Now for the Houston Rockets, Wall with 16, Gordon with 15, the House with 7, Tate with 4, Nwambi with 2, Brown with 2, Cousins with 2, PJ Tucker with 2 and 4 boards. That was in the first half. So that once again, your score is 63-50 at halftime here on YouTube and Twitter. So let's go through the points in the paint. I'm going to go back to the ESPN screen and give you the points in the paint numbers. I'm going to put that back on the screen. Give me a second to switch it. And I'll switch it back in. There it is. I'm going to go through the points of the paints. I'm going to go through the numbers with you on the screens. Okay, the points of the paint. Let's give you those numbers. I'm going to go through those numbers right now. Points in the paint, once again, 32-32. 12-12. Fast break points was 32-32. And the once again, points in the off of turnovers was 8-4. So that was in the first half. So once again, you score 60-53 at halftime. We'll have the second half for you in just a few moments. Right after the commercial breaks. Okay, let's go over the NBA scores tonight. I'm going to go through all the scores with you. Okay, once again, Pistons lead 101-89. The Miami Heat down 64-61. And also the Spurs on top 16-11. That game is going on right now. So now it's 16-13 as we speak. So let me move my camera, move my screen around a little bit so you can see the actual scores. So the scores are right on the screen. Also, we'll go through the NHL scores. Okay, NHL scores tonight. Panthers on top 2-1. Oilers on top 3-1. Lightning down 1-0. And Chicago Blackhawks down 1-0. That game is in the first period. Now, the other games going on tonight will be Winnipeg taking on Calgary, Las Vegas taking on Anaheim, and San Jose taking on Los Angeles. That will be later on this evening. So we will have, once again, we'll go through college basketball scores. Alabama wins 81-78. Texas on top 43-39. That is in the halftime periods. That's in top 25 college basketball. So that's going on right now as we speak. Also, let's go through the go with just some D1 scores. Okay, once again, Bowling Green on down 71-67. Arkansas on top 49-42. Michigan State on top 41-38. And Auburn on top 13-12 in the first half. So that is in your first half. That is your score updates. We will switch back to the screens. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the screens. And I'll be back in the middle of the screen. You'll see my, but you'll see the full score and stuff like that. Okay, 63-51. We'll get back to second half action in just a few moments here on YouTube and Twitter. So we are live. So we're gonna once again commentary for the rest of the game. No, once again, no videos will be shown due to copyright rules. We don't want to violate any rules on any of these social media platforms. So thanks for your understanding. So we will have the second half once we'll enter the second half in just a few moments. So thanks for joining us. Also, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Chicago we'll have that game for you as well. So that will be here on YouTube and Twitter. So we appreciate you coming in. 25. We have 3 viewers, so it looks like we're getting up to 3 viewers. That's good. I'm glad to see those numbers getting up there. I'm glad to see it. At least we're getting something. Okay. Once again, if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at Talk Kerry. Also follow us on Facebook. Follow us on the YouTube channel. We will be on YouTube and Twitter for the foreseeable future for play-by-play games and stuff like that. We can't show the games, but we will have game coverage of them via play-by-play. So that's what we'll do. We'll have game audio playing. That's what we'll have instead of we having videos. So please follow us at YouTube. Also, you can follow us on LinkedIn. Follow us on the LinkedIn pages. Follow us on the Blogspot page. So that's once again, follow us on those pages. We'll anytime you want to email me about any concerns, email me. The email's on the screen. So once again, we'll return for the second half. Pelicans lead 63-50. We'll have second half coverage. We're waiting for the Fox Sports feed to return. They're at a commercial break. We can't play music during the commercial break, so. You have any comments or questions? Please post them in the comment section. We'll post your comment. We'll see your comments. So.
Houston Rockets coming up in just a moment. Time now for our Sweetie conversation, though. This is Coach Teresa Witherspoon. Coach, the Pelicans really opened things up offensively at the end of that first half, even without a lot of help from Zion. What started clicking so well for Josh, B.I., and crew?
Well, the important thing for us is to have ball movement. And when we have ball movement and everybody's touching, everybody's involved with a balanced attack, we're a pretty tough team. And Josh, he's just tough. He's really going in there and getting offensive rebounds, getting us second chance opportunities. It's been big for us in the first half.
When you say balance, every Pelican who's played has scored. Switching over to the Rockets, John Wall, so far, Teaspoon, the game's leading scorer with 16 points. Defensively, how do the Pelicans need to attack him this half?
It's important that we keep the ball in front of us. Once the ball gets past the first line of defense, our help has to be there. And we haven't had that in the first half, so the second half, we have to turn that around.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Jen. And thanks to Teresa Witherspoon as well. Doing it the right way. And also, the other official was involved, and Josh Hart just went by, and it's almost like she said, from my angle, I couldn't see it, but I did see him get you on the elbow on the way by. Right. So that's Natalie Sago working with Eric Smith.
So second half underway. We'll have the game. So our game audio's on. So it was a woman official. So I mean, look, I don't.
that are incredibly fast and explosive and agile, moving at high speeds, you're not going to get a call right all the time. But what you do appreciate is when they go in the locker room, whether or not they talk about it or they're watching on film, and they come back and they tell you and say, you know what, I missed that one. I'm sorry about that. That's how the rapport is built.
So this is the start of a busy stretch with Pels. Tomorrow night in Chicago, Friday night in Dallas.
So we'll also have the game Friday night as well. So we will be on here Friday night as well.
6 games in 9 days. So now it's going to be Houston bringing it in to start the second half.
So Houston will bring in the start, begin the second half. So it will go down right to left on your radio dial. The ball will go back to Houston Rockets. So let's Houston will pass it. They'll pass it. Pass it down to the left side. They'll pass it once again. 6 on the shot clock. Let's see what happens here. And shot is no good. Defensive rebound by the Pels. Good pass down. Caught and good. It is going to be a basket. So it's going to be a basket. Eric Bledsoe gets the basket. So 65-50, 65-50. It's a nice little basket by Eric Bledsoe. He gets the nice little basket. So it's going to be a M1. So the free throw is going to be no good. Once again, still 65-50. Ball will go back to the Rockets. See the pass. And the shot is going to be off the mark. Houston misses. Ball goes back to the Pels. So it's going to be a contact. So Gordon looks like it's going to be a foul on Gordon.
Offensively and defensively.
That's it. Only his second foul. He didn't have one in the first half. But a perfect first half. He'll come into Zion right away. Over Tucker shoots 2.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 free throws. The Pelicans will be shooting 2 free throws.
Simple basketball. Take what they're giving you. If they're going to play behind them because they don't think you're going to give it to them, look, this is straight on the inbound. He has 2 feet in the paint off the catch.
You know, it's a positive about this game right now.
So the first free throw for Zion, it's no good. So he'll get a second attempt.
And you can win ugly. The Pels are just doing the little things now. Well, don't forget to mask up everybody. And there's a big billboard out with Zion, and he's masking up like that. A couple.
Second free throw is good. So 1 or 2 for Zion. So it makes it 66-50, 66-50. So 66-50. Zion converts the John Wall. Cousins will attempt the 3, and he does get it down. So the 3-point shot is good. So it's 66-53. Pelicans lead here in the third quarter, and the shot is good by the Pels, and that is going to be Zion Williamson. So Zion Williamson gets a basket, makes it 68-53. And let's see if they can try to get something going here. And the basket is no good by Houston. Ball goes back to the Pels. And a 3! Knocks it down! Eric Bledsoe! So it's going to be free throws for Eric Bledsoe. 71-53. So it's going to be a 4-point opportunity here. So free throw is coming up. So it's going to be a 4-point play. And the free throw is good. Makes it 72-53.
Lonzo, Gaudi, 59%. Erickson, 50%. And how about JJ Redick over the last 70% on his 3 balls?
On this possession, if you're Zion, you have to be careful. You don't want to pick up your 4th foul on this possession. Because what they do is they lower their head and they attack the rim.
Tucker's doing that.
Right, just like that.
And that shot
Almost didn't get it.
is good.
Better on the corner 3.
Makes it 72-55. It was a driving layup by PJ Tucker. And ball goes back to the Pels. So what? Rockets. Rockets. And nope. Good defensive effort by Brandon Ingram. Gets a block. And a shot from the right. And they will not get it. So 72-55. So they will knock down shots. So it's 72-57. So it's 72-57. So it's Tate with the shot. Let's see what happens here. They'll go to the lane against the basket. The Pelicans lead 74-57. And there's Alonzo Ball. And let's see if they'll get it. And it's going to be a good defensive play by the Pels. Brandon Ingram. They'll pass it. So it's a lot of time on the shot clock. So once again, 74-57. Let's see if the Pels can get something going here. And it's going to be a charge. It's going to be an offensive charge. So Brandon Ingram will be guilty of the offensive charge.
In the third. So the Pels led by 13 in the break. Cousins, yeah. Zion going to the bench.
So Zion going to the bench.
So he's played 10.
He's in position. You almost just got to
keep your hands up.
Yeah, just keep your hands up.
Okay, 74-57.
Yeah, like he's in great position. He's there. He just has to keep his hands straight up. Make DeMarcus Cousins go through. I know it's easier said than done.
The free throw is up and good. So it's 74-58. So the second free throw is going to be good. So it's going to make it 74-59. Pelicans still lead 74-59. Pelicans, Brandon Ingram will try to Adams. And looks like it's going to be a foul. That's going to go the other way.
That's not an easy thing to do. It's really difficult when DeMarcus Cousins, he actually stepped out and contested that shot by B.I. Steve Adams got a running start. Jason Tate did an excellent job of putting himself in between Steven and that basket to get that foul.
Once again, still 74-59. They'll attempt a three. No good. Houston misses. Ball goes back to the Pels. They'll pass it. Brandon Ingram next the three down. 77-59. That's not too bad. 17 assists. That's not too bad. John Wall knocks down a three. So once again, 77-62. So John Wall knocks down the shot. So once again, 79-52. That was Josh Hart on the basket. Nope. And that ball will go back to the Pels. So let's see what happens here. Looks like off the foot of Cousins. Let's see. The Pels will maintain possession. They'll pass it. Right corner. 3-point shot! Knock down the three! Alonzo Ball! 82-62 is your score. 82-62. Okay, once again, 82-72, 82-62. Excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. 82-62. Pels, excuse me, leads. Apologize. I'm getting a little. Okay, let's go through the third quarter stats. I'm gonna get those up on the screen for you. Third quarter numbers. I'm gonna drop those third quarter numbers into the screen. There it is. Third quarter numbers. Okay, third quarter numbers are on the screen. Once again, Pelicans shooting 7% right now, 7 of 10. Rockets shooting right now, they're shooting definitely 4 of 12. So 4 of 12 for the Houston Rockets. So right now, 4 of 12 for the Houston Rockets. I'll move this around. Okay, 2-point shooting, Pels are at 66. The Rockets at 33. Now, 3-point shooting, the Pels 3 of 4. And the Rockets 2 of 4 for 33%. Now, the free throw shooting, Pels got to the line only 4 times, converted 2 shots, only 50%. Now, the offensive rebounds, Houston leads 1-0. Defensive rebounds, Pelicans lead 7-3 and 7-4 on total rebounds. Now, the turnovers is 1-0 in the third quarter, 82-62. Pelicans lead here in the third quarter. So we are here on YouTube and Twitter. We will have post-game coverage after tonight's game. We'll have the Stan Van Gundy press conference. We'll have that for you. So we'll pull it back in. Okay, once again, 82-62. We'll be back with game coverage. We're at commercial break right now. We're waiting for the Fox Sports New Orleans feed to return.
Bills up by 20. Let's take a look at our Red Bull impactful moment. You constantly hear me talk about what it looks like when the ball does the work. What that means is it's not a lot of player movement because this ball moves so much faster than a man can. It starts with Lonzo Ball penetrating. There's your A pass. Your B pass will go to Josh Hart. And your
that's a nice little pass right there. A going all the way to your B pass. I mean, that's a pretty good concept. So nice little 3-point shot. So once again, we got to continue to keep hitting those threes tonight. And they'll pass it. Houston will have the ball. See if they can try to pass it down to the House will try to go to the lane. And they will get an easy basket. So it's going to be 82-64. Pelicans lead still by a big lead. 82-64. And the ball goes back to Houston, still 82-64. Looks like it's going to be a timeout coming in. So 82-64. Okay, 82-64 is the score. We'll have to once again mute the mics. Mute the TV, 82-64. Let's go through the numbers, see what we have. Okay, once again, Pelicans right now shooting 48%, Rockets 47. Points to the paint. Let's go through those numbers as we go. I'm going to scroll this down. Okay, once again, Rockets lead 40 to 38. So 40 to 38 on fast break points. Points to the paint is even at 15. The points off of turnovers. Pelicans lead 11 to 8. So right now 11 to 8. Pelicans lead in that category 11 to 8. So that's in the game tonight. So once again, your score is 82-64. So we'll return with game coverage. Pelicans and Rockets in just a few moments. We're at a commercial break. So the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the Pelicans could just absolutely just keep this lead going like they are, I think they're gonna win this game. I mean, convincingly, because look, they're outshooting Houston tonight. They're definitely outshooting Houston. Now, Houston, you can't let them come back in this game because they are very consistent when it comes down to it. They have Wall. I mean, they have Cousins. I mean, that's just one of the concepts of their offense. So now we're going to play Chicago tomorrow night. That's another team that's probably going to be getting their players some valuable baskets and stuff like that. So we can't allow small baskets turn into big baskets. That would be a problem. So now we'll have that game for you tomorrow night. Bulls.
We see them all over town now. That's the City Edition jersey. You can check them.
So wait for the music to end, and we'll return back to action. So once again, City Edition jerseys. The Pelicans City Edition jerseys. Okay, 82-64. We're back. Game coverage here.
It's a long sleeve shirt. It's a really, really nice shirt.
Yeah, we're fortunate. There aren't that many teams that still have fans in the building. And not only do we have friends in the building, but it's going to hopefully increase.
I definitely hope it does increase the because look, the Pelicans players need that support. I mean, look, if you can get maybe 7,000 fans, that'd be fine. If you can fill it, that'd be fine. But right now in this coronavirus era, I'm not too sure if we can fill it right now. So ball will go back to the Rockets. So once again, still 82-64. They will pass it down, pass it again. So the Rockets look like they'll attempt the three, and they knock it down. So once again, 82-67 Pelicans lead. That is going to be Wall for three. The ball will go back to the and nope. So it's going to go back to Houston. So the ball will go back to the Houston Rockets. Still 82-67. 3-point shot by Wall that was from 30 feet away. So 82-67 Pels still lead. Let's see if they can try to slow down the Rockets on and the shot is good. So they'll knock down. That's a back-to-back three. So it looks like 82-70, 8-0 run. That's an 8-0 run. 82-70.
Lonzo, he's sharing it with Josh Hart, and that is blocked away as Eric Bledsoe shares it. Lonzo had to enter the shot clock.
Nope. Willie Herman Gomez gets the good rebounding by Willie Herman Gomez. Still 82-70. Once again, 82-70. And that is not going to be that's going to be a foul coming in. So that's probably going to be against the Pelicans. So let's see who it was on.
But look, there's no one there. Like Lonzo's guarding him, and Lonzo is a heck of a defender. But sometimes the person that you're guarding has an advantage over you. If it's to put Mr. Barton, you have to give him a little bit of a gap.
Free throw is coming up. First free throw is up, and it is good. Makes it 82-71.
So now Ingram and Zion both over on the bench with 4 fouls.
And a lot of these fouls that they both have picked up have come from getting beat off the dribble, and they're the next guy to rotate over.
Nikhil will check in.
Second free throw is up, and it is no good. So the ball will go back to the Pels, still 82-71. And nope, that's no basket there for the Pels, still 82-71. So let's see what happens here. They'll pass it to the left, and the shot is going to be Wall. No good. So once again, Wall misses a three. Ball goes back to the Pelicans, still 82-71. They'll pass it, and down low, and it gets the basket. So that's going to be Lewis. So it makes it 84-71. So Lewis gets the basket on the layup. So Gomez gets the assist. And a three-point shot is good. So it's a triple shot. So it's 84-74, 10-point game here in the third quarter. And they'll chop. They'll pass it, and the ball will go back to the Houston Rockets. Still 84-74. And the basket is good. So once again, they cut the lead, 84-76. So that's full timeout Pelicans at the 3:11 mark. So full timeout coming in. You got to, like I said, you cannot be complacent in this third quarter. So once again, you score 84-74. I'll be honest with you right now. Pelicans have to slow down this Houston defense because offense, excuse me. Because if you don't slow them down, they're going to cut leads. This 84-76. It's no joke, folks. This could be a 5-point game between these two teams. I mean, it could be a 5 or down to a 3-point game. You got to slow them down. Now we got to start making shots. We're making shots. I'm glad to see Kyrie Lewis making a shot. So that's one thing in common right there. We have to be consistent with is our shot, defensive shooting with the Rockets, because the Rockets can get points in the paint as well. That's one thing about it. Let's go ahead and give you those points in the paint numbers. We'll pull those up on the screen. I'll give those points in the paint numbers right now. It is 16-15 in favor of the Rockets. So right now they're leading 16-15 back to action. Let me get this unmuted. Back to action, 84-76. We'll come back in, 84-76, you score. And shot is no good. Ball will go back to the, that's an empty possession. And that shot is good. Nope, it's no good. No, it was a set shot, no good. So let's see if they can try to get something going here. Kara, they're going to have to get the shot off. And gets it! So it's 86-76. Pels, once again, second chance points. Pels with 16, looks like 16 on second chance points. 3-point shot left, right corner. No good. Final 2 minutes left. See if they can and the basket, nope, no good. Ball going back to the and John Wall knocks it down. So 86 78. 86-78. Let's see if the Pels can get 3-point shot and knocks it down. 3-point shot. So 89-78. So the Pels knocked down a 3. 89-78. Extra pass coming in, and that was close, but not close enough. And nope, the basket is no good. Nope, it's still 89-76. Sterling Brown, 3-point shot is good. So the lead is cut down. So 89-81. That's why I keep saying 89-81. You got to start slowing them down. So that's one thing they're gonna free throws for Zion.
Sterling Brown and Tate. You could have given the foul to either one. It's going to be on Brown, the guy being out front.
So Zion will go to the line. The first free throw is going to be up, and it's going to be no good. So it missed front end. So 89-81.
Situational substitution because they're thinking 2 for 1 right now. And Waddle will sit down and get the shooter back in.
Second free throw for Zion.
He's got 15 points, but it's taken
And it's going to be
and Zion will get the roll.
good.
Back up by 9.
So it's going to be 90-81.
John Wall thinking 2 for 1.
So once again, let's see what happens here. 2 for 1. Nope, it ain't going to be so ball going back to the it's going to be 25 seconds remaining. Still 90-81. So it's going to be free throws for the Pels. That's going to be Herman Gomez is going to be going to the line. First free throw is up, and it is good. So it's going to be 91-81. So if he knocks down the second free throw, it will be a 11-point game, and it's good. So 11-point game, 92-81. Final shot coming up for the Rockets. That's it. They see if they get the shot off here in the last couple of minutes. So the shot to the and that shot is no good. Good look, but no good. So 92-81, we end the third quarter, so we'll go over the third quarter numbers. So 92-81 is your score here on YouTube and Twitter. So we'll go through the fourth quarter numbers. Let me go ahead and go through those fourth quarter numbers with you. If you're in here, no, we only have 2 viewers. Looks like we But I'll give you the numbers. Give me 1 second to give you those numbers. I don't know why we ain't got those numbers up. I don't understand this. Where's my numbers at? Oh, shoot. Okay, the numbers are on the screen. 90-81. So let's go through the third and final third quarter stats. I'm going through the third quarter stats right now. Let's get those numbers up. Okay, once again, Pelicans are shooting 43%. The Rockets are shooting 40%. The 2-point shooting, the Pelicans are at 37, and the Houston Rockets are at 41. Now the 3-point shooting, the Pelicans right now 4 of 7, 57%. So it's 57% for the Pels and 40% for the Houston Rockets in the third quarter. Now the free throw shooting, the Pels are at 62. The Rockets are at 75%. Rebounding aspects, Pels trail 4-3 on offensive boards, lead 13-8 on defensive boards, and lead 16-12 on total boards. Now the assist was 8-7 in favor of the Pels. Block shots was 3-2, and turnovers was 2-0. Steals was 1-0 in the third quarter. So once again, we'll begin the fourth quarter here on YouTube and Twitter. Thanks for joining us here tonight. If you're in here, so we'll return once again. 91-82 is the score. 91-82. Okay, once again, after tonight's game, post-game show coverage, we'll have Stan Van Gundy's press conference. That will be video as well. We will, once again, we cannot show live footage, but we can show press conferences. So we will show the press conferences tonight. So that will be after tonight's post. They'll be doing tonight's post-game show.
Second quarter was very strong, and they lead by 11 at the end of 3 in our FanDuel numbers.
Now the bench points, Pelicans leading 35-22. So pretty good on bench points right there.
Take 5. Dave Brubeck on this one. All right, start of the fourth.
So fourth quarter. So Pels up by 11 points. So the Pels will Kyra will go to the lane and you get it. So Kyra Lewis gets the basket. So it makes it 94-81. So the Pels start off the fourth quarter off with a basket.
You said he's going to learn how to finish, and he did finish there. So that was our discussion while we were away.
And that shot, let's see if I can switch this in there. Yeah, it's rolling 94-81. So it looks like a basket.
It was a great trend in there. Yeah. And if you're yeah, he didn't take that much fire. Okay. He didn't take that much. He's still sliding. Yeah. You know, if you're the Pelicans, you have to understand right now, it's a good job sacrificing your body now. It's one guy on the floor right now that's shooting over 40% for the Houston Rockets, and that's Sterling Brown. Everyone else, I'm not saying these guys aren't shooters. Eric Gordon is a shooter. Yeah, I get a good defense.
So the ball will go back to the Pels. Still 94-81. They'll pass. And the shot is good. So it makes it 95-81. So 96-81. So that's Zion. Gordon misses his shot. And Eric Gordon misses his shot. Still 96-81. And the ball will go back to the Rockets. After the deflection,
Jay Sean Tate.
Tate will knock it down.
That's what they turn into.
Points off takeaways.
Yep, that's points off for the takeaways. So
Don't be careless, and the Pels have it for the most part.
can't be careless right now. Rockets 16-9. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's just uncalled for. Giving up points in the off for those takeaways. And once again, the ball will go back to the Rockets. And it's going to be ball going back to the Pels. Nope. So Sterling Brown gets the So 8 for 25. Don't foul here. And that basket is good. So 96-86, back to a 10-point game. Kyra. And they'll try to go for Billy Gomez and does get the basket. So Billy Gomez gets the basket. Makes it Billy Herman Gomez makes it 98-86. The shot is no good. So Enawamba. So back to a 12-point lead, 98-86. It's going to be a foul on Tate. So free throws for the Pels.
Yeah, I'm not going to lay it up this time and get somebody an opportunity to block it. I'm going to finish this one.
That was a good play because he knew he couldn't catch it.
So free throws coming up. And the free throw is up and good. Makes it 99-86. Let's see, great. Oh, look at.
So one guy with 4 takes over for another guy with 4. That's fouls. Uneven game when you can't stay on the floor. That's
You never really get a chance to develop a rhythm.
Right.
It's crazy because Zion's sitting on 18 points.
Second free throw is up and good. 100-86. So 20 of 24, so not too bad. After that 20, and let's see if they can try to get a basket, and the ball will go back to the Pelicans off the turnover.
Making life really difficult for Aaron Gordon. You know, getting his hands in there. We talk about his deflections, not giving him an opportunity to initiate the offense with comfort.
Yeah, he's prepared.
Looks like nobody comments. So once again, 186. It's going to be a charge coming in. Yeah, most likely will. Yeah. I think that was a charge right there. I think that was a freaking charge.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking at too. I'm actually looking at House's left elbow more than anything else. Drink it in.
Okay, once again, 186 is your score. I think that was a charge. I'll be honest with you, it was a charge. I mean, if they don't call that they're just being biased towards the Houston Rockets. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'll say what I have to say about it. So that's once again, 186 is your score. They're going to review it. The charge that was on so that's going to be an offensive charge. I think it should be an offensive charge against House because he had his elbow on one of the Pelicans players and knocked him down. So that's kind of what happened. So So let's give you some numbers on them. Let's give you the points of the paint numbers. I'm going to give you those points of the paint numbers. I'm going to go through those points of the paint numbers again. Okay, points of the paint right now is 50 to 44 in favor of the Houston Rockets. So they're getting their points of the paint. Best break points 16 to 11 in favor of the Rockets. So once again, 50 to Pelicans leading 50 to 44, and Rockets leading on fast break points. The points off of turnovers, Houston got 15 points off of those turnovers. That's something that has to stop, continue occurring in these games when it comes down to it. So once again, the score is 186. We're here live. We'll be back here tomorrow night. Houston, Chicago tomorrow night, and then Friday night as well. We'll have games. We'll be live streaming Friday as well. So we're just waiting for the Fox Sports New Orleans feed to return due to we can't. Once again, we have to mute the TVs due to commercials and music and stuff like that playing in these commercials. So we have to abide by those rules.
By Smoothie King, rule the day. By Oshner, official healthcare provider of the New Orleans Pelicans. By SeatGeek, let there be live. And by your local Toyota dealers. Now the call has been overturned. Obviously, the elbow to the head, insignificant. So it's a block. It is not a charge. And Daniel House is going to the free throw line.
Oh, that's bullshit. I think that was absolutely bullshit. That was an elbow to one of the Pelicans players. Are you kidding me? So free throws coming up for the Rockets. So they called it a block. That's unfortunate. 187. Second free throw is up, and it is good. 188. Pelicans still lead. That's good. Let's keep running this. Continue doing what we're doing. So 7 on the shot clock. They're going to have to go here on the shot. And the shot is good. So once again, it's going to be 102-88. 102-88. And that is going to be Brandon Ingram from 15 feet away. And let's see if they'll attempt a three. And they do. Knocks it down. So 102-91. Pels still lead. Let's see if they can try to get something going here. And the shot is good. So once again, it is 104-91 Pels lead. And that's Willie Herman Gomez. And the shot is good. They are knocking them down. So that's going to be 104-94. So 104-94. Let's see if the Pels can kind of slow them down. Nikhil. Willie Herman Gomez. What the basket? Makes it 106-94. 106-94. And that shot is no good by Houston. Will be out of bounds. Ball will go back to the Pels. So Pels right now on top 106-94. So Willie Herman Gomez and Brandon Ingram to be a late foul coming in. That's going to be on the keel. So I don't think that was a good right. I don't think that was a great call. That is the dumbest call I've ever seen. That is the dumbest call. I mean, let him play, folks. Let him play. It's basketball, folks. It's not bowling or whatever the hell it is. I mean, let him play. So 14-point game. Pelicans on top 109-95. Extra pass coming in for Houston. And it's going to be a free throw opportunity for the Houston Rockets. So once again, 109-95. So his house will go to the line.
They're 10 of 19 at the free throw line. Pels, who have really struggled at the stripe this year. The Pels are 20 of 24.
So House with 2 free throws, and that free throw is up and good. Makes it 109-96. Second free throw coming up for House.
They each have 18 points in limited minutes. Zion's only been out there 16. He's 5 away from the field, 10
and the free throw is good. So both free throws are good. So it's 109-97. Pelicans lead. Just under 6 minutes remaining. Looks like they'll pass it. So they're going to have to get it off in time. Pell's going to have to pass it. And looks like it's going to be a call coming in. That's going to be against the Houston Rockets.
Can't take a half hour to get there. So the arm came away. They didn't notice that, but the trip they did. And he took his feet out from under him.
Yeah, so it was something coming in. They'll pass it. They threw three for Alonzo Ball. And Zion. And looks like, let's see if they can try to get it back here. Nope, they did get it back. Yep, luckily. Pelicans get the ball back. Offensive rebound. Jump ball, so jump ball. They'll have to tip it off again.
The thing is, Houston recognizes the fact that that's a mismatch as well. So when that ball goes in, you will see all 5 guys from Houston. Watch when that ball goes in. Look at the amount of pressure around Zion.
He jumps with Jayshawn Tate. Wall created the loose stuff, though.
So it's going to be a tip off once again. Who will control the ball? So the ball goes back to the Pels on the tip off. So they'll have to pass. And Alonzo Ball knocks down the J. 112-97. So 112-97 knocks down the 3-point J. Eric Gordon gets the easy basket. Makes it 112-99. 112-99. Let's see what happens here. They'll pass it. 3-point shot, good! Josh Hart knocks down the 3! 115-99. So let's see what happens here. The Rockets won't get a basket. Looks like it's going to be a...
That's a good job by Billy Gomez understanding who he was running out and closing out too.
A tough position.
That's a big shot. He's coming to his left, bringing the ball across his body. Zion did a good job of turning to the middle, finding a wide open Josh in the corner.
So Lonzo Ball up to 15 points. When he gets 17, good things always happen for the Bell.
Okay, once again, 115.99, 115.99. I'll be honest with you. Look, if you can hold them for the next couple of 4 minutes and 3 seconds, that would be a huge monumental win for this Pelicans defense in general. So once again, 115.99. Pelicans lead. Once again, we have to mute the TV due to the commercials and the music. So we have to. So we won't get copyrighted. We don't want to get copyrighted. I do not want to do that. Okay, let's go over those numbers. Okay, once again, Pels shooting 48%. Rockets shooting 45%. 3-point shooting. The Pels 11-20 of 29. Rockets 13 of 36 tonight, 36%. So both teams are starting to hit their shots. Pelicans are getting to the line 24 times, converting 20 shots for about 83%. Now the offensive, now the rebounding aspects, Pelicans lead 48-34. They also lead 15-10 in offensive boards and 33-24 in the defensive board. So Pelicans right now out rebounding Houston 48-34. Now the assists, Pelicans out assisting the Rockets 26-23. Now the turnovers is 10-9 in favor of the Rockets. So Pelicans only have 9 turnovers tonight. So points off of turnovers was 17. So they only gave up 17. The Pelicans got 11 on 10 of those Rockets takeaways. So and on those Rockets giveaways. So once again, 115.99. So we'll wait for the Fox Sports New Orleans feed to return in a few minutes. We're at a commercial break, so waiting for that. So once again, just a reminder: tomorrow we'll be back here, Chicago and the Pelicans tomorrow night. Also Friday night as well, we'll have Pelicans basketball. So that will we'll have the game at 8:00 tomorrow night for you. So once again, game back on 115.99.
Because if you look at this, both of these guys' hands is off the ball at the same time.
Yeah, the momentum takes is punching it towards the baseline.
I know, but still, it's
a 50-50.
Right.
That's probably going to be most likely. Houston will get the ball back. 3-point shot is no good by Gordon. Ball will go back to the
It'll come into the side. And is that the 15 foul? No. 5th on Tucker. Yes. Wishful thinking. Right. 3:58 to play in a 16-point. Got to get back at them because.
Yeah, definitely. See what the Pels can. They'll pass it. They'll pass it to the Brandon Ingram with the basket. 117 to 99, 117.99. So Brandon Ingram knocks down the jump shot. And that shot is no good. Rockets miss. Ball will go back to the Pels. Still 117.99. So let's see what happens here. They'll pass it to the right. And a 3-point shot! It's good! Josh Hart! Once again, 8-0 run. 120-99. And Eric Gordon gets the easy basket, makes it 120-101, 120-101. So 120-101. So Eric Gordon gets gets 19-point lead. Inside of three. 3-point shot! Follow-up shot is good! 122-101. Brandon Ingram from 9 feet away. And that's only a 2. And the shot is no good. 122-101. So, dunk! Slam dunk! It is Zion Williamson! What the dunk! 124-101. 3-point shot. And the Rockets miss. So, once again, the Pels will get the ball. 124-101. Let's see if the Pels can.
To the line for an opportunity to get a 16 point, like you just said. And when Lonzo 16 or more, good things happen. That's what he usually does, though. He's setting them people up and making his teammates look better. Heck of a read. So we'll keep it right here with a timeout on the floor. Pels are going to be even in the season series. And oh, by the way, Houston falls to 11-13, and the Pels are now 11-12. Game better off in the loss count.
They're getting much better. I mean, I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see what's going on with this Pelicans team.
I tell you what you like about this. Because if you look at tomorrow's telecast with the Chicago Bulls, what stands out is right now, Josh Hart played 40 minutes.
We will have that game for you tomorrow night as well. Chicago and the Pels tomorrow night as well, 8 p.m. We'll be here on StreamYard, and we'll also be on YouTube and Twitter for tomorrow night's game. And then also Friday we'll have Pelicans coverage as well.
But in this particular case and situation, it may be beneficial because you're leaving the game and flying to Chicago. Well, and you've got 3 and 4. You got 3 games in 4 nights. You got Dallas starting to play a little bit better after they had that 16 losing streak. So you have one starter play 30 minutes. That was it, Lonzo Ball, and he played 30 on the dot. You're okay with that? Wendy Gabriel coming in, so it's Jackson Hayes.
The ball will go back to the Pels once again. Still under 2 minutes remaining.
And the Pels, 4-game winning streak within a game of the 500 mark.
Jackson Hayes gets the basket. 126-101. So it's going to be a foul coming in. So it's on Nikhil.
And stay up. Yeah, he ain't need no stretch, run up and down the time or two to get loose a little bit. No, nothing. Just throw it up. I'll go get it.
So Nikhil Walker goes to the line. First free throw is up, and it is good. So it makes it 127-101.
They lost by 25 last night in Charlotte. So
second free throw for Nikhil is good. Makes it 128-101. So Pels lead big time, 128-101. And let's see what happens here. So hand it, and looks like that's going to go back to the Pelicans. So the ball will go back they throw it out of bounds. So in discuss. So once again, 128-101. The Rockets. So let's see. That's going to be so Darius Thornwell, no good. This shot there, ball going back to the Rockets. Still 128-101. Shot is no good. That ball will go back to the Pels. Still 128-101.
You look at those kind of games, and this team did an excellent job of bouncing back from those losses.
And down the road purposes. Good cross off. Kyra going to the line.
Kyra will go to the line. Shoot 2.
Now you're even in the season series. Right. And you've got a chance because of tiebreakers. It's only a 3-game series with the Western Conference opponents now. You got a chance to take the season series with a division opponent. Kyra's got some game.
So the first free throw is up, and it is good. Makes it 129-101.
Kyra now up to 19 minutes. 8 points.
So pretty good night for Kyra on those minutes, and the free throw is good. Makes it 130-101, 130-101 Pelicans lead. Last few minutes of the game. And that shot is no good by Houston. Pelicans will maintain possession. Okay, Pelicans post-game show will be here on YouTube and Twitter. We'll have Stan Van Gundy's press conference tonight. So we'll be live for that. So it looks like yeah, it'll be a 12th turnover, but not that bad. So once again, final score 130 to 101. Final score tonight. Thanks for joining us here. We'll have Pelicans post-game show. Stan Van Gundy will have his press conference. So we'll go over the game numbers with you. So let me mute the TV. So once again, your final score 130 to 101 is your final score. Pelicans, I'll be honest with you, this game was very important to get this this team. I'll be honest with you. Look, this team is very poised to win games, to get their get back on the winning track. So I'm glad with this. They took their 12th turnover, but once again, it's just water under the bridge. So final score, Pelicans win 130. 101 is your final. So let's go through the final stats of this game. And I'll go through those final stats with you. Okay, final stat numbers on the screen. Once again, Pelicans shot 51%. That's 47 of 92 shots. The Rockets shot 41%. Three-point shooting, both teams right now. Pelicans was 12 3-point shots, and the Rockets with 13. They only shot 30%, so it's about an 8-point difference. The Pelicans outbeat the Rockets 38-30 on those percentage points. Now the Pelicans shot 85%. Good night on the line, 24-28. Also, the Rockets went 12 for 21, 57%. Now, the rebounding aspects, Pelicans led 55-37. They also led 15-12 and also had 40 rebounds tonight. Good night for the Pelicans on the rebounding aspects. So the Pelicans did out-rebound them pretty well. Now, the assists, Pelicans led 30-124. Good night on the assists. Block shots, Pelicans led 6-4. Steals, Pelicans led 7-5. And turnovers was 12 even, so 12 even right there. So the Pelicans took that final turnover, but it didn't matter. They did win the game. Points to the paint, let's go over those points to the paint numbers. Pelicans led 60-48. That was a good concept, but the Rockets did outscore the Pelicans 18-11 on fast break points tonight. So that was so they got once again 17 Rockets got 17 points off of those 12 turnovers. Pelicans got 13 off of those 12 tonight. So once again, your final score 130-101 is your final score. We'll go through the fourth quarter numbers. I'm going to switch this over to the screens. I'm going to switch this over to my stat screen. I'll give you those numbers in the fourth quarter. So I'm going to switch that over. Let me get this in. So we'll switch over to stat numbers. I'm going to pull them up onto the screens. You'll see them. Let me get that up on the screen. Trying to get that set up to the screens. Okay, we got it on the screen, so you'll see it above my head. So let's go through the fourth quarter numbers. Okay, let's go through those numbers. Okay, fourth quarter numbers. Pelicans shot 77%. It was 14 of 18 shots. The Rockets was held to just 27%, 6 of 22 shots. The Pelicans did shoot 90% from 2-point shots tonight. Excellent 2-point efficiency on their shots, on 2-point shots. Now the 3-point shots, Pelicans was 4 of 7 for about 57%. And the Rockets was 23%. Now free throws, Pelicans was 6 for 6 for 100. Rockets 5 for 5 for about 100. So both teams went 100. Now, your rebounding aspects. So in the fourth quarter, Pelicans led 2-1. The Rockets led 11 to it was 2-1 favor of Rockets. Pelicans led 11 to 3 on defensive rebounds and 12 to 5 on total rebounds tonight. So that was pretty consistent tonight. When it comes down to those rebounds, it was defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds. Now, the Houston Rockets only got 2 rebounds in that fourth quarter. Now, the assists, the Pelicans led 10 to 5. The block shots, Pelicans 1 to nothing. The turnovers was 4 to 3. So 4 to 3 in the fourth quarter. So once again, your final score, 130-101 is your final score. So we'll go through all the player stats. Let's go through those player stats tonight. Okay, your leading scorers tonight for the Pelicans. Let's get those up on the screen. Okay, Ingram with 22 points. He had 5 boards. He did shoot 9 of 13 from the floor tonight. He also went 3 for 5 from 3-point range. Hart had 22 points, 17 boards tonight. 17 boards. He also shot 8 of 16. He did shoot 3 of 9 from 3-point range tonight. Zion Williamson had 20 points, so he had 20 as well. 5 boards, 7 assists. He also shot 6 of 10 from the floor. He did not hit a 3 tonight. Now, Alonzo Ball had 15 points tonight, 6 boards, 3 assists. He also shot 5 of 12. He kind of went 3 for 6 from 3-point range. Okay, Willie Herman Gomez had 14 points, 10 boards, 4 assists. He shot 5 for 8. Lewis had 10 points tonight. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in double figures tonight for the New Orleans Pelicans. So good night for the Pelicans players getting into those double figures. Nikhil Walker had 7. Adams had 6. Redick had 4. And Hart had 2. Now for the Houston Rockets, couple players in double figures. Wall with 25. Gordon with 23. House with 13. Tate with 13. Brown with 11. Cousins with 7. Tucker with 7. Nwamba with 2. So Nwamba with 2 points. So it's in the game tonight. So once again, your final score 130-101. We'll have Stan Van Gundy's press conference. Hopefully, we'll have him up momentarily. We'll wait for him to come up. So he should be up momentarily. So we'll wait for his press conference. So we'll wait for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up in about a few minutes. So we should be waiting for him to come up. So we'll have him up on the stage in just a few moments. So once again, your final score 130, 101 is your final score tonight here on YouTube and Twitter. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Same formats. We'll be once again same. So let's go over some NBA scores as we wait for Stan Van Gundy to come up. So we'll we'll go over some NBA scores tonight. I'm going to go over those scores with you. So I'm going to switch my screens back over to the and we'll flash the scores right on the screen. So I'm going to move my picture. I'm going to move my over to the right. So we'll give you some NBA scores. Okay, let's go ahead and give you those NBA updates. Okay, NBA updates. Pistons on top, 101-89. Miami Heat down 66-61. The San Antonio Spurs down 86-65. Games going on, getting ready to start. Jazz, no score. Trailblazers on top 13-6. And the 76ers on top 8-7 against the Kings. That's in the first quarter. So let's give you an NHL update before we send it over to Stan Van Gundy for his thoughts on tonight's game. Okay, once again, Panthers win 2-1. They're in the third period. At the end of 2, it's Oilers on top 3-1. Also, the Predators on top 1-0. And the Stars on top 1-0. That's in the first. Those games are going on as we speak. Also, Calgary and Winnipeg, no score. Anaheim and Las Vegas, no score. Los Angeles down 1-0 in their game. So we'll wait for the Stan Van Gundy press conference. He should be up in just a few moments here on YouTube and so we'll wait for him to come up. So he should be up in just a few moments. I'm going to be switching over screens. So once again, my final thoughts on this game tonight. Look, I'll be honest with you. Look, this was a much needed victory for the Pelicans in general because look, they're going to have Chicago, which is tomorrow night, and then also going to have another game on Friday. That's back-to-back games. So like I said, I'm looking to see how this team is going to progress in those next 6 games. That's going to occur. So we'll be waiting for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up. So Stan Van Gundy should be up in a second. So we're waiting for him. So they should be launching in just a few minutes. So we're waiting for their feed to launch. So we should have them up and ready to go. So we're just waiting for them to come on. So if you got any comments about tonight's game, what if you saw the game tonight? What's your initial thoughts on this game? You can post your comments via the comment section for Twitter and YouTube. So if you got any comments about tonight's game, they'll be surely appreciated. We'll wait for Stan Van Gundy to begin his press conference. Right now, he's talking to his team. We should wait for him to come on. So I'm waiting for We'll also be back here tomorrow for Sports Talk. Sports Talk will be here. And also play-by-play coverage of LSU and many more teams that we cover will be on YouTube and Twitter. So we will have those for you. So throughout the year. So we'll wait. So let's give you some more scores. Let's go ahead and give you another scoreboard update while we wait. I want to bore you to death. So with my yakking. Okay, once again, some score updates. College basketball. Kent State leading 71-67. Let's see if these are the right scores. They probably over it. I'm going to go to the full scoreboard, see if we can give you a full scoreboard update while we wait for Stan Van Gundy to come up. Okay, once again, West Virginia on top 49-41. Creighton is down up 46-30. Alabama wins their game 81-78. And also the Texas wins 80-77 in their game tonight. So West Virginia is leading 49-43. Also, Auburn leading in the second half, 2:25 remaining, 62-55. Let's see, St. John is leading 44-39. Also, Iowa State on top, 54-48. That game's going on. Also, final scores, South Alabama wins their game 70-67. San Diego Christian loses to Southern Utah 109-50. Notre Dame wins their game 93-89. Also, BCU wins their game 76-67. James Madison wins their game 70-61. Florida A&M wins their game 60-57. St. Bonaventure wins their game 86-73. Syracuse wins their game 77-68. Tarleton wins over McMurray 112-54. Arkansas wins their game over Kentucky. Missouri, Michigan State wins their game. Now, Kent State wins their game tonight, so Kent State wins their game. So, once again, NCAA scoreboard updates. We'll wait for the Stan Van Gundy press conference. Hopefully he comes up. We're waiting for him. It's been a few minutes, so we don't know if they're coming up. I mean, I'll turn it on the Fox Sports New Orleans feed if you want to hear the Stan Van Gundy press conference. I'll put it on there. So we're just waiting on Stan Van Gundy. Because you got some, like I said, you got some of these idiots out there that wants trades and all that. Don't give me a break. I mean, look, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They just sit there and they yak their mouths off just to get their 15 minutes of fame. That's just something. Look, this Pelicans team, they're not going anywhere. These players like Alonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, they're not going anywhere. Also Bledsoe, they're not going anywhere. I mean, look, they're gonna have their little bad times and stuff like that, but they're gonna have some good games as well. So without further ado, we'll wait for Stan Van Gundy. He should be up. Hopefully, he'll be up in a few minutes. We don't know when they're going to come up. I mean, we're kind of waiting for them. We're kind of like in the holding patterns. So once again, your final score 130, 101 is your final. Pelicans win their game tonight. They will take on the Bulls tomorrow night. I don't know why they're not coming up. Okay, Stan Van Gundy at the podium. Let me go ahead and unmute the mic. So go ahead, we'll unmute so you can hear him. So we can wrap this up. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. I'm always hitting the wrong button. Apologize. I hate this damn remotes. I can't get this damn work. I don't know why. Is it not working?
So it was a.
Okay, once again, Stan Van Gundy.
The other stat, Jen, was the other night we held Memphis to 18 in the fourth. Tonight we held Houston to 20 in the fourth to close it out. So while we had some defensive problems in the third quarter, John Wall started going to work on us. In the fourth quarter, we did a great job and shut it down. So pretty happy about that also.
And that Josh Hart coming in tonight was questionable with back spasms. You actually play with back spasms all the time. What got into him? What enabled this type of performance? He really took over.
Well, I mean, the minutes sort of added to the numbers. But look, Josh is the best or the second best perimeter rebounder in the entire league. So the rebounding's not really a surprise for him. I mean, 17 is a surprise for anybody, I guess. But, he's a great rebounder. And then offensively, he was able to push the ball some and get some buckets, made some threes. So he was great. He played probably way too many minutes, at 40-plus minutes. But that actually may have helped him, I don't know, with the back, not having to go in, come out, go back in. But I wasn't going to take him out because he was doing a great job at the defensive end also. So, and he didn't practice yesterday, so he had 2 days of rest coming in. He was able to do it. We'll see how he is tomorrow, but we needed to get tonight.
Coach, you had 60 points in the paint tonight, and you go back to the first quarter when the shots really weren't falling. You were able to get to the free throw line, you were able to get to the rim, and you were converting the free throws, and that really helped kind of calm things down when the shots started to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we did get to the line. I mean, Zion got to the line 10 times in 20 minutes tonight. I thought, like every game, he could have gone another 4 to 6 times to the line, but he hit his free throws too. So 17 to 21 in the last 2 games at the line. His hard work is paying off there. And you're right, we shot free throws well. And then I thought also for the second straight game to close it out, Lonzo just really controlled the action and got the ball where it needed to go. He was really good defensively. And so his numbers might not be the eye-popping numbers of Josh or Zion or Brandon tonight or even Willie, Billy. When you look at it, he may not stand out in that, but he controlled that game down the stretch and made sure that we took care of the ball, made sure that we got the ball where it needed to go.
You all rebounded 55 to 37, and of course Josh with the big night 17 and Billy at 10. But if you look down the box score, you've got pretty much everyone in cooking numbers. It's really been a team rebounding deal during the stretch as well.
Well, one of the things we talked about yesterday was we put a lot of numbers on the board on where we had improved over the last 7 games and where we hadn't. And the one area that, I think sort of even surprised our guys where we had really taken a step back was on the defensive board. So over the first 15 games, we were number 1 in the league defensive rebound percentage. Over the 7 games coming into tonight, we were 17th. So we had taken a pretty big step back there. And I think, the one good thing with our guys is, you don't need to do a lot. If you point something out, like, they're going to focus on it and try to get better. I've been really, really happy with that. Like we came out of the Indiana game, I didn't have to say anything. None of them were happy with the way we finished that game in the fourth. And now you've seen improvement in, the last 2 games, Memphis and Houston. Doesn't mean it's going to be every game. It's hard to win. But it does mean that they had a rough fourth quarter in Indiana. I think have really focused in on trying to close out games better. So, I like the fact that they will, really whatever's not going well, they take it to heart and try to get better.
We are just
Okay, once again, Stan Van Gundy, final score 130-101 is your final score. So wrap this up tonight. So once again, thanks for joining us here. We'll be back here again tomorrow night for Pelicans versus Bulls here on YouTube and Twitter. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll be back again tomorrow.